So I want to show you this before I start mixing too well, because I want you guys to see the different layers of this slime. So the bottom, I can't lift it up too much because I don't have a lid on it, but all of the crunchies and the little beads fell to the bottom. Yeah, look at that. It's the sticky part. But even with a little bit of scent oil in it, it still has a really nice, enough clarity, I'll say. It's still really pretty. And when you do play with, even with absolutely clear slime, when you play with it, you're going to mix air bubbles into it, so it's going to take on a transparent look, cloudy, foamy-esque, and that is normal. So even with these, you're going to see that and think, oh, it got dirty or something like that. No, when it starts to set again, it will clear up really quick. And the way to keep your slime absolutely clear so that you don't get dirty slime or slime that smells like pickles. My kids are like massive pickle eaters. They love pickles, so pickle chips, pickles. So anytime that they are going to be with handling slime, I have to make sure that they scrub their hands really well. I have a really methodical process for getting myself ready for slime, and even if I'm just playing with my own stuff that I have here, I make sure that I not just wash my hands really well, but I like to scrub them really well. And these are things you're probably going to hear me repeat in almost every video because it's such great tips, especially if you're buying homemade slime like this. It's not as cheap as the stuff you get at the store, but the quality is going to be so much better. And I promise, if you take care of your slime, it can last for so long. I've got slimes that I made over a year ago that don't have any kind of mildew or mold or bacterial growth in it. They aren't dirty or discolored. Now, some I've left out by like a windowsill, so the food coloring did fade a bit. But as far as like discoloration, because you know, you had something on your hands, no, they're in really good shape. So you got to clean your hands really well. So I like to take it a step further and scrub my hands with a really nice nail brush. Of course, I make sure that my nails are always kept a little on the short side. It's easier to keep them clean if they're shorter like that. I scrub my hands, I scrub my nails, and then I give them a quick rinse of rubbing alcohol. And then I rinse that off with water. And then I put a small amount of unscented, uncolored lotion on my hands. And if I'm using clear slime, I will use either baby oil or coconut oil. I like to use a mixture of baby nut with coconut because coconut is antimicrobial. So I feel like it's a little beneficial to add the two. So I wash my hands really well. And then I kind of gauge what I'm going to be handling. Clear slime can be a very runny, drippy, not uncontrollable slime, but slime that's easy to mishandle if you're not familiar with slime textures or if you're a beginner. So if I'm going to be playing with something like clear slime or jelly slime, then I make sure to do two things. I like to make sure, number one, I'm not using a full 8 ounces if I'm going to be like at the couch. So a small amount that my hands can use and hold properly. This is probably about 6 ounces right here. And then if it's, I like to bring activator with me, because you're going to always need it on hand. I also like to make sure I have some sort of surface with me. Whether it's like a cup, a plate, or even a bigger container of slime. That way if a piece of it does drip, then it's not on my clothing or my furniture or the floor. I've heard all kinds of funny stories of kids getting it on the couch, the dog. Oh my goodness. So I think when it comes to these little tips, you can never repeat them enough. Wash your hands. If you are going to use a surface, cutting boards, glass cutting boards, marble cutting boards, granite cutting boards, stuff like that. Those are really good surfaces too. Baking sheets, baking dishes are so good because they're heavy. So you can pick up a glob of slime and it not move. So those kind of materials, always make sure they're clean. I like to use a hot paper towel, wet paper towel, and a couple of splashes of rubbing alcohol. And then it dries really quick on its own. And since there's water being involved in it, you're not leaving behind a harsh chemical to have any effect on your slime's texture. Well, rubbing alcohol can be used for fighting against sticky. I've even heard people say that if your slime is too sticky, stick it in the fridge for a few minutes, or even hand sanitizer. Very interesting. I like lotion. I've never used the hand sanitizer, but I've definitely done the fridge and freezer technique for filming when I'm trying to get my slime super thick without using too much activator on it. For my demos, I like to put them in the fridge. They do really well with gaining a little bit of thickness so that I can have a few minutes with them before they lose their shape. So this is the gorgeous Happy Meadows. And this comes with a little bag of the beads, the Bingsu beads, the little crunchies, the glitter, and it will also come with little butterflies. A few, I think there's two or three miniature little butterflies that you can add in. So you will get some decoration with this one as well. Almost everything will come with a decoration of some sort. Not all of them will have charms, but they will all have some sort of decoration pack. And plus, every slime kit not only comes with a fidget kit, so you'll get all kinds of little fidgets and squishies, but you'll also get a slime decorating kit, which will have little things of glitter and stuff like that that you can use to decorate it by yourself. So there will be plenty of ways and things to add to your slime to personalize it a bit. Such a pretty slime.